Well, let's put the focus on a Blue Star. This is a stock that has been rallying recently, and this despite muted summer sales. We've seen quite a smart rally, in fact, come into the stock. Gained about 5% this week itself. We're up again nearly 1% today also. Let's connect with Thiagarajan, Joint Managing Director at Blue Star, to understand more about the triggers, the growth plans going ahead for the company. Mr. Thiagarajan, thanks so much for joining in. First off, I just wanted to get a general outlook from you, or rather, a review of how things have been in the summer months, because we have the first quarter behind us. What are the kind of trends that had emerged? It seems like things were more muted than perhaps years in the past.
Good morning. Thank you for talking to me. The summer season was somewhat disappointing, but the good news is that in the month of June, the market revived. I would reckon that the initial figures indicate the market as a whole should have done at least 30% growth month on month compared with June. But the thing is, June last year was a GST transition month. The volumes were low. Nevertheless, there was significant growth in the month of June. But quarter as a whole, as far as room air conditioners is concerned, I think there would have been a degrowth. My estimate is that the growth should be in the order of around 15%. Blue Star would have done better than the market, but being the silent period, I don't want to dwell into our specific numbers. But having said that, given the penetration, I am of the opinion that the festival season should do well because the monsoon predictions are good. The whole financial year, still the market will end up with a positive growth, in the sense that I would guess that at least 10% growth will be there in the market. The second point, since you asked for a general outlook, the commodity prices and the exchange rate put pressure on the margins. I think the inventory levels in the market should be additional 3 months inventory. Therefore, the price increase may not take place. I don't think price cutting is taking place. And margin is going to be under some pressure, say 100 to 150 basis points it should be. The light commercial segment is doing extremely well. Tier 3, 4, 5 towns, shop, showroom, boutiques. The consumer spending story is very good. All around us, I see the capital goods industry, automobile, FMCG, pharma, everyone doing well. I get a sense that the industry as a whole is feeling positive about this year. The room air conditioner, due to poor summer didn't take place, but it doesn't affect us at all. In the sense, if you're in this business, there will be one summer where you may not grow. But on the whole, we are optimistic about the outlook for this particular year. So the things are challenging in terms of margin, but I think they will see greater times as the year advances.
All right. So things have perhaps not lived up to expectations in the time gone by, but things could be turning around looking ahead from here. Just a word on CapEx before we talk about some of the segmental growth metrics that I wanted to ask you about. You had committed about a 150 crore quantum to CapEx for the Sri City plant in Andhra Pradesh for this year. How much of that has been deployed already? Any updates you can give us of when that plant will be on board?
So I will clarify the total of around 220 crores for phase 1 of manufacturing footprint expansion was committed. This is other than the normal capex we incur around some 60 crores in the digital initiatives, so on and so forth. Out of this 220 crores, 110 crore was to be deployed in Jammu. We have withdrawn from the factory plan because of the the GST related benefits were not coming through. We have surrendered the land and we will be getting the refund for the money we invested in land. So this 220 crores will get deployed in 2 factories again. One within our Vada premises itself, a new factory is coming up. Another one is at Sri City. You can imagine it will be in the order of 100 and 120. So this is how it will get divided. This particular financial year, we are already commencing the construction at Vada. CCT construction should commence somewhere around October or so. Again, the capacity expansion is happening across the categories. So that most of the industrial segment, they are all reporting that they have reached around 80% capacity utilization. So that is the case with us as well. For this financial year, the capacity is available. Therefore, the construction is beginning so that we can take care of next year, as well as our backward integration initiatives. We are focused completely on indigenizing quite a few things. We want to reduce dependence on imports in totality. We may not be able to do for compressors, but otherwise, whether it is heat exchangers, whether it is inverter drives, PCBs, plastics, everything will be made in India.
All right. And at the moment, then, where does your capacity utilization stand?
Close to around 80% across the factories.
All right, fair enough. So lots then to watch out for as far as the capex plan goes going ahead from here. Talking about segments then, I wanted to get an update if we could on your recently launched water purifiers business. How have sales been there? Any sort of traction that you can share with us?
Fantastic. Actually, the test marketing phase of 18 months was over. We have done extremely well during that period. We had sold around 50,000 water purifiers. So that gave us the confidence to expand the range to cover all the price points. Now we are present over 250 towns, and the number of outlets will be close to around 2,000. And this particular year, we are targeting to achieve a turnover of 100 crores. And I would reckon around 150 crores maybe a turnaround time. So next year the business should turn around. Right now we are interested in improving our market share. The stated goal for market share is 10% in 3-year time.
All right, 10% in 3-year time. If we talk about the inverter AC and the room AC segments, then where does market share stand there currently?
March 2018, we achieved 11.5%. Q1, I would reckon around 11.75 it should have moved up. And I think we should be, our goal is around 12.5 this year. So we will see. We are focused clearly on that. To clarify, this is, we are one of the late entrants in the residential segment. We entered only in the year 2009, 10, and from then on we have built our market share year after year. Particularly in inverter segment, we have a very higher market share. We will be ranked number 3 or 4 in inverters.
All right, very quickly then, before we let you go, Mr. Thiagarajan, just a word on your international markets. You have a presence in about 19 markets, if I'm not mistaken. How are the trends looking on that front? If we talk about the rest of fiscal 19, any targets that you can share with us?
We are relatively a small player there. The entry had happened only 3 years ago. See, earlier, because the Middle East and other community used to ask for our product, and selectively we used to. Proactively with our own brand, we were not present. It is only in the past 3 years we have entered all the markets with our own brand. And out of these 19 countries, SAARC, Middle East and North Africa, these are the places we operate, and the 10 countries are target markets. We will be somewhere around. Plus also we manufacture products for Europe as well as Australia, New Zealand and Middle East in other brands for international brands under the original design and manufacturing program. Our turnover at this point of time will be in the order of around 750 crores, and our intention is to reach around 1,000 crores in about 2 years' time. So we are on course on that particular project.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for joining in. That's B. Thiagarajan, Joint Managing Director at Blue Star, giving us a sense of all those triggers that are playing into the stock performance in the rally that we've seen recently on that one. But with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Trending Today.